Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome to another weekly news roundup of the goings on around the league from all 32 teams regarding any and all players. Yeah, you remember my last video? Again, like I said, I was just doing it from Monday to Friday, and I'm going to try and bring this on a weekly basis just until the regular season starts. So let's dive into it, starting with Monday. Right, there are reports that free agent cornerback Darrelle Revis will not face any league discipline stemming from an incident in Pittsburgh earlier this year. Which I suppose is good news because obviously he's still a free agent, and I'm sure if he's not going to face any league suspension, it should maybe help his chances of finding a team. As to the reason why he hasn't found a team yet is quite surprising. I mean, I know he's not at the elite level he used to be, but you know, you don't become crap overnight. I mean, let's face it, he's still going to be a productive cornerback, so I hope he does find a team soon. San Francisco Chronicles Eric Branch writes, it wouldn't be a surprise if 49ers tight end Vance McDonald doesn't make the final roster. Well, considering we want to trade him, it wouldn't surprise me either. NFL Network's Ian Rappaport reports the NFL is still reviewing the assault allegation against Dallas Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott. Wow. Oakland Raiders, or should I say Las Vegas Raiders, quarterback Derek Carr is confident an extension will be in place by training camp. I don't know if they're dragging their feet on this, but they need to sign him quick. The Charlotte Observer reports Panthers offensive tackle Michael Orr's absence from off-season program is not just concussion related. Obviously he missed a lot of time. I think even after the season ended he was still in the concussion protocol. Per reporter Joseph Pearson, or is dealing with personal matters beyond his misdemeanor assault case. Jacksonville Jaguars placed wide receiver Brian Walters on injured reserve. Free agent running back Reggie Bush hopes to continue his playing career. Okay, I mean, at the end of the day you're 32, and last year you rushed for -3 yards, which I think it was something that's never been done before. So was once considered an elite running back. So yeah. Coming off a -3 rushing yard season and you want to continue your playing career, I mean, I can see him being signed eventually, but by who, I don't know. Former Baltimore Ravens safety Matt Elam was arrested for grand theft and battery in Florida on Monday. Enjoy staying as free agent. Free agent wide receiver Cecil Shorts admitted he will not play football in 2017. That is a shame, but I do believe his knee was just completely ruined. I think didn't he tear his ACL, MCL and PCL? Yeah, that was like bad. So yeah, so Cecil Shorts we will not see Cecil Shorts at all this season from anyone. Rams defensive tackle Aaron Donald is skipping OTAs due to contract dispute. Man, that is one guy you do not want to miss out over a contract dispute. You need to get him signed because he is probably the best defensive tackle, 4-3 defensive tackle in the league, without a shadow of a doubt. Arizona Cardinals wide receiver Larry Fitzgerald will address his post-2017 career plans at training camp. Something tells me this might be his last year, and if it is, what a hell of a career. New York Jets quarterback Christian Hackenberg is working behind both Josh McCown and Bryce Petty during OTAs. Dallas Cowboys D-line David Irving is reportedly facing a 4-game suspension for violating the league's policy on performing enhancing drugs. Didn't I hear somewhere as well he might be getting jail time as well? Maybe, like I said, I'm on to Tuesday now, so maybe I might end up coming across that later as I go through. But what is it with the Cowboys and their pass rushes lately? Greg Hardy, this dude, what was the other one? Was it Gregory as well? Yeah, just can't seem to, ever since the Marcus Ware left, they just can't seem to find that anchor pass rusher. Speaking of the Dallas Cowboys, apparently they are doing their homework on free agent linebacker Darryl Washington, who obviously has just come back from a really long suspension. Speaking Tuesday, Bears quarterback Mike Glennon said it's his team and that the Bears are his team. Are they though? I mean, no, they're not. I mean, they're just not. Sorry, Mike, but they're just not. Houston Texans DN JJ Watt said he has no restrictions and feels very, very good during OTAs, which is fantastic news for Texans and for anyone else who likes to watch JJ Watt just be a beast. New England Patriots tight end Rob Gronkowski has agreed to a restricted contract. Minnesota Vikings quarterback Teddy Bridgewater took snaps and threw passes at Tuesday's OTAs. That is good news. Just for anyone really, not necessarily the Vikings, but it's a shame to watch a player just possibly have his career ended because of a freak of nature accident. So I think that's good news for anyone involved who just likes watching football in general, because it'd be a shame to not see him play anymore after what happened. Basically, just his knee completely collapsing on him without being touched. So yeah, I suppose that's good news. That's really good news. Pittsburgh Steelers safety Sean Davis is recovering from shoulder surgery, but is expected to be 100% for training camp. Retired Detroit Lions wide receiver Calvin Megatron Johnson was present at the opening of the Raiders OTAs. First Marshawn Lynch, and now Calvin Johnson is sniffing around. Green Bay Packers cornerback Quinton Rollins underwent off-season groin surgery. And speaking of the Packers, their safety Jermaine Whitehead was cited for driving 110 miles per hour in a 70 mile per hour zone on May 19th. So yeah, well done for that. Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver Dorial Green Beckham has gotten off to a bad start at OTAs. That's according to one reporter who was there, and that is not good news considering how bad their wide receivers were last year. The Buffalo Bills signed wide receiver Rod Streeter. Cincinnati Bengals cornerback Drake Kirkpatrick is out for 2 to 3 weeks with a broken hand. The Dallas Cowboys are holding running back Ezekiel Elliott out of OTAs after he suffered a head injury in a car accident. Oh man, Jesus. The New England Patriots signed wide receiver Andrew Hawkins to a 1-year deal. Man, Bill Belichick loves his small receivers, doesn't he? Cleveland Browns quarterback Brock Osweiler says he expects to be the Browns starter. What? No, definitely not. No. The Kansas City Star expects Spencer Ware to return as the Chiefs' starting running back. Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback Blake Bortles said he is focused on limiting stupid turnovers. The Huffington Post's Jordan Schultz reports Colin Kaepernick wants to be a Seahawk. Then fucking let him be a Seahawk, I don't give a shit. Buffalo Bills signed linebacker Gerald Hodges to a 1-year deal. Obviously he was with us last year and played fairly well. The New York Giants released safety Raheem Moore. Carolina Panthers head coach Ron Rivera said he thinks criticism of Kelvin Benjamin's conditioning has been unfair. No, it hasn't. When you get paid, the amount of money you get paid, and you turn up looking fat, it's not. You deserve to get ripped. Let's be honest. Speaking of the Carolina Panthers, linebacker Luke Kuechly said he is tired of hearing questions about his concussions. I'm not being funny, but when you get carted off the field crying, then yeah, people are going to ask questions. The Chicago Bears signed wide receiver Victor Cruz to a 1-year, $2 million deal. I'm glad he signed with someone, I just didn't think it'd be the Bears though. Baltimore Ravens linebacker CJ Mosley is recovering from shoulder surgery, but it's not considered to be a long-term concern. The New York Jets signed cornerback Corey White, formerly of the Buffalo Bills. The NFL suspended free agent cornerback Justin Gilbert 4 games for violating the league's substance abuse policy. Again, enjoy being a free agent. Former NFL running back Michael Bennett has been sentenced to 5 years in prison on felony charges of burglary and identity theft. Wow, what an idiot. Former Philadelphia Eagles and 49ers head coach Chip Kelly has joined ESPN as an NFL and college football analyst. He really doesn't want to go back to college, does he? And that pretty much wraps up the news throughout the week. I hope this guys helped and refreshed your memory. If I missed anything out, be sure to leave a comment below. And I'll be sure to talk about it, or I'll be happy to talk about it. But yeah, from me guys, that's it. As always, please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you for the next video.